Y'all get the likes up, y'all. Y'all get the likes up when y'all come in here. Shout out to Don. Is that the Don Austin? Salute, bruh. Salute to Don in the chat first, I think. I appreciate you tapping in early, man. Thank you so much. Shout out Regal Love for tapping in early. What up, y'all? How's everybody doing, y'all? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Devonia from the Caribbeans. What up? Shout out to Devonia. Shout out the Caribbean. Shout out everybody out there and doing their thing, man. How's everybody doing, y'all? Y'all tap in. Shout out to Mansa in the building. Early. Yo, what up? No face, no case. What up, bruh? How you doing, bruh? 3 parts down, day one, bro. What up, bro? How you doing? I know it's been a minute, bro. Hope everybody's having a good Labor Day. Hope everybody had a good Labor Day. Had a great day. I called it Memorial Day, like for the first part of the day. My bad. I'm an idiot. Shout out to Tinkerbell. What up? Tinkerbell, no Peter Pan. What up? Shout out to Noah King in the chat. Shout out to Quizit, Noah King, Spacely Adams. What up? Man Up Junior. Manu Junior. What up, bro? Shout out Junior in the chat. Nate Hugo in the building. What up? Nate Hubolt. Everybody in the chat, bro. Get the likes up when you come in here. Shine Hooks 409. Yeah, man. I ain't been on in a minute, but we gonna chop it up. We gonna get to it. We gonna get caught up. I'm gonna get caught up. I kind of knew what already was going on. I have a couple things saved here. I was supposed to go live the day before yesterday, bro, but family was here, and then I had to go out with some people. So I appreciate everybody that's here now. If you guys spent the weekend with your family, I appreciate it. Sometimes we just need to do that. So shout outs to y'all and your loved ones, man. Shout out to the what is it, Dan Hill? Dan Hill, what up in the building, bro? Y'all get the likes up when you come in here, man. It's been a minute, bro. I hope everybody's been good, bro. Let's go, man. Yeah, bro. Got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of stuff going on. New footage just came out. We talking about rats. Nah, bro, it's crazy, man. Whoever is leaking that audio, they hate Young Thug, bro. They hate him with a passion, bro. Shout out Rico, man. Rico in the building. What up, bro? Funny enough, that's what we're going to talk about is Rico. Not really, but the effects of them being under a Rico. Fanny leak. Oh my god. Fanny leaking like what? Fanny, you think Fanny is leaking all the footage? I think it's at least the cops. There's a rumor that they think it's Gunna, but it's like, bro, he would have been released that. If it really was Gunna with the information, do you think he would have revealed it when everybody started calling him a rat? That's what I kept trying to tell people. Like, if it really was Gunna and he was sitting on this information, why would he sit on it as long as he did? Doesn't make any sense. Maybe he waited for the right moment. Maybe he waited until Young Thug came out. But why didn't he just drop it the day he came out? Shout out Marvin Lewis in the chat, y'all. Shout out Hugo Garcia in the chat, bro. Mighty Isis in the chat. Butters. Damn it, Butters. What up, bro? Angie in the chat, y'all. Shine Hooks in the chat. Make sure y'all get the likes up when you come in here, bro. Nah, it makes you think, bro. A lot of people, Gunna's chilling. Yeah, man. I mean, it makes you think, is he responsible for this? But it's like, bro, you're responsible for that shit even existing in the first place, bro. What are we even talking about? That shouldn't even been a conversation to begin with. So make sure y'all come in here and get the likes up, bro. This should be crazy, bro. There's a lot of things going on. Snitch Lanta, Rat Lanta, all that stuff, bro. And it's only became a thing because people made it a big deal, man. He made it a big deal, you know. And then we got everybody in hip hop media making excuses, bruh. Making excuses, deleting content, making content where they don't want to do content with the boy. Like, but even though they backed them up for a whole entire year and a half, going on to a whole other an extra year, we got people that are saying that they don't want to do a podcast with him. And that's the crazy thing to me. It's like, you know that you're in this space and position where you have to like get an interview from the guy that you've been talking to or been talking about and defending in the public, bro. And then when it's time to ask for an interview, you refuse. It is kind of weird, man. And a lot of people are calling that out. Maul is one of them. He said, if Drake, hold on, let me put this up. The copium running wild. That's crazy, man. So let's take a look at this, right? What does it say?
Drake is who.
Let me bring this up on the screen. It says Rory and Maul speak on Drake, a Drake interview. Now, this is a very important thing to talk about because these are the guys that have been enforcing like all the defense mechanisms that Drake and their people run with. They have the platform to defend Drake. They always defend Drake, always copping pleas. Not they, it's really just Maul. And right here, bro, it says, if Drake sits down with me on camera, I wouldn't give a F. I've never thought about, oh, I hope he comes and talks with us. It's never crossed my mind. And that is where a lot of people call cap. There is no way that you are just saying no to a Drake interview after interviewing him, after defending him for about a year and a half. There is no way that you're going to just say no to an interview. You defended him constantly, over and over again. When What Did I Miss was going to come out, you had said that that was going to be a bomb. Like, you were part of his rollout, essentially. Not only was, in a way, using you for a rollout, you defended him every single time the blogs had talked about something. The lawsuit, you talked about the lawsuit. Drake hasn't even talked about his lawsuit. He's never mentioned the lawsuit at all. But every time there was a conversation about the lawsuit, Ma always had something to say. Ma goes on to say, no matter who Drake sits down with, it won't satisfy anyone. Now, that is him trying to be reasonable, because that is true. No matter who Drake sits with, people are going to critique the interview. But actually, what I will say about that, though, on the other side is Drake is only going to sit down with people who are only going to ask easy questions, baby gloves. You know, the interview is going to be very manipulated. They're not going to ask tough questions. I don't even think Bobby would ask about Kendrick Lamar. Like, that's the crazy part about this. And I haven't even talked about this at all. I don't think that Bobby will ever ask Drake any question about Kendrick. And if she does, it'll probably come off very like no effort. Like, she'll probably just throw it in there. They'll probably smile, like laugh about it, or probably say something slick and then keep it pushing. And they're going to use that one clip to like farm everything. Like, that's what they do. Like, that's what I would imagine they would do. But I don't think that she would sit down and ask him questions about the battle. Like, I don't think that she would sit down and be like, where were you when you heard Meet the Grams? Or where were you when you heard 616 in LA? She won't even ask the questions that pertain to him in the battle. Like, how did you get the information from Family Matters? Like, who did you talk to? Where did you get that rumor? How did you even come up with the day free angle? Like, where did you even come from? Like, she won't even ask those questions. And these are all things that are in court. So at the end of the day, it's really hard to even ask it's even hard to even say what could be asked and what has to be redacted or not talked about, because they're talking about it in trial. Some of them dudes be knee and shoulders on the for an interview. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're acting like they don't want it. Like, bro, A lot of people defending Drake, it's because they want to interview. That's the crazy that's the crazy part, bro. Everybody's been defending this guy on that side, at least, because they want to interview, bro. That's it. That's the only reason why they defend him. So when they say shit like this, people call it out because it's like, bro, for the better part of the year, you backing him up was because you want him on the show, right? Those are good questions. Those are the questions that any person that's been clinging on to this rap battle would have asked. They would have asked him how he got the information from Dave Free. They would have asked him, how did he feel about Meet the Grams? They would ask him, how'd you feel about 616 in LA? Where did you come up with these rumors? Why do you think they're true? Why? But again, these are defenses that he has in court. So it's not like even if you asked him, he would answer anyways. But it's the fact that you would ask him. I think that's the thing that matters, is you asking. And if he says it's a court thing, I can't answer that, I'll take that over anything. At least you know that on the channel, on the platform that he's on, you asked him those questions. That's it, bro. You just have to ask him those questions. He don't even got an answer. You ask him the question, we read the body language. That's what it is, bro. Everybody knows that. If you've seen like interviews and when they ask them an uncomfortable question, you always see how they react too, because you know they're not going to answer. So that's the whole thing. Young Native, what up? Vince, what up? Q Smooth, what up? Angie, what up? Get the likes, y'all. Anthony, tapped in. J-Tom Reactions, tapped in. Shout out the moderators in the chat. They are defending him because Drake has them on their payroll. We'll keep it alleged. We'll keep it alleged. But if you know, you know. You tell me.
Who he is, but I don't look at it through that lens or look at it with that mindset. It's like we speak, we laugh about shit, we talk about shit. He's, trusting me with some of his music and some of, personal shit he's going.
Remember the bomb. That was the whole thing. He used you as a rollout for this. I don't even think Iceman is a real album. I don't even think it exists. Even though he's been promoting it, I think it's more of a concept album. See what I'm saying? So a concept album, and I've said it multiple times, that's more so like it's just more so me saying that this album is just something that might be in the works, could be talked about, but it isn't done yet. If it ain't done, it ain't real, bro. You're just speaking it into existence, essentially. Until the album is fully published, then it gets documented with a date, a release date, and it becomes real. Until then, it's just whispers and rumors. The song titles, but that's just me being a little harsh, right? I'm high right now, so fuck it.
But I think it's that because he knows that I'm not thinking interview. If Drake never sits down on the camera, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Oh no, but I know that part.
Right, but people don't know that. So I'm saying it for people that don't know that. So I've never thought about, oh damn, I hope he comes sit and talk. That's never once crossed my mind. So
when
you
don't think you have a real relationship with him, that's why. But they think you're doing it to leverage an interview, which I know is
which is fucking crazy. But that's cool. They could think that. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if me and you didn't have a podcast together and you putting out dope albums and this, that, and the third, and you had gone through some shit, you my guy, I wouldn't be thinking like, damn, I hope Rory one day wants to come and sit on camera and we could have this. That shit doesn't even cross my mind.
With a real friendship. There's artists that I'm.
But now, if you say, you know what, I got some shit I want to get off, Maul, and I want to get it off with you.
Pause.
Set up the cameras. Pause.
Yeah.
All right, cool. But I'm not in my mind. That doesn't even. So when I see people say, "Oh, he got to get Maul in," why?
It doesn't seem like he's telling the truth, man. Doesn't seem like he's telling the truth at all. It just seems like cope, like you're just trying to cope about the situation. It doesn't make sense why you would defend somebody, go through all of these lengths, and then just say, "Oh, I wouldn't want the interview." You know, bro, that if Drake called you tomorrow and asked you for an interview, you are not going to turn him down. You are going to do everything you can. You'll fly to go meet him. That's the crazy part, bro. You won't even tell him to come to you. You will go to him. It's going to be one of them interviews where it's just going to be in a different room because you had to go and tap into his section. Canada, wherever he's at.
Why? Like, I don't, because truthfully, the things that we talk about, I wouldn't even talk about on camera.
Fair.
I would never ask him that on camera. You get what I'm saying? Because I just don't think that people are even worth the answer.
Okay.
You get what I mean? Because it's like, okay, even if he says it, even if we get Drake, we get the Drake. Let's paint the scenario for him. Okay. We get the Drake interview.
Gotcha.
We ask every question that's online. Can
we stay in Toronto for the week?
I don't. Wherever. If Drake said, bring the fucking cameras. That's what I'm trying to leverage it. To wherever. I wouldn't give a fuck where.
No, let's do it in Toronto. Even if he's in New York, let's fly to Toronto.
I'm telling you, bro, they'll be willing to fly. The crazy part is Rory's saying like everything that I'm saying. Bro, you interview him. Let him, bro. I'm pretty sure he'll let him interview him without him. Like that's how I'm sure he is about doing this interview.
Some things that we've spoken about that I would never ask on camera.
Of course, but I still think there's like basic shit that Bobby's not gonna ask, or it'll be pitched as like a sarcasm. She'll be like, she's like, who's this Kendrick guy?
Okay,
like, she'll like,
but even if she does that, right? Even if she asks the hard hitting questions.
She won't. She's not going to, bro. She won't. That's why I'm saying, bro. And this crazy part is, if Drake sits down with Maul, bro, they are not going to ask any hard questions. He's saying, let's say that we do, and people won't be satisfied. But it's like, you know for sure, bro, that people are still going to care if you ask. But you're not going to ask, bro. You're not going to ask him, how did he feel about Meet the Grams when he heard it? How did he feel? Because there got to be separate things to say. A lot of these songs are in the court of law now because of him. It kind of makes you think, did he bring his lyrics into the courtroom because he doesn't want to talk about them in interviews because he'll be liable for the court? Y'all tell me, do you think that? Do you think that he brought his shit into court to avoid it in interviews, to be like, hey, we're going through a legal matter. We can't talk about that in an interview. That's another thing that I didn't think about, bro. What if he just brought all of this shit to court also, so when he's going to do an interview, he could avoid those questions within this time span of all of this happening? You tell me, bro. It just seems like I don't think they're going to ask him questions that have to do with the case, but every single song might have to do with the case. So I'm not sure how that's going to work.
Even if she gets to like
Bobby asking her,
I'm just saying,
we could pivot. She'd go from that sarcasm, humor shit to fucking Barbara Walters. We don't know. She got a little work done. She was a little better.
I don't know if she got work done. So you putting that, I don't know about that. What I'm saying is,
she got money.
Is certain shit that I would never ask.
Of course,
I just would not ask.
Of course you wouldn't. Of course you're not going to ask him about Meet the Grams. You're not going to ask him about Ebony Prince, the Mark Hotel, bro. Even if, and that's another thing. You can't ask him what's going on in court, I assume, right? Because it's a legal matter. They're bringing up lyrics in court, whatever. But let me ask you about the cover photo for Meet the Grams, because I don't even think they've touched Meet the Grams as a song in the courtroom. When the minute that they bring Meet the Grams into the courtroom, I know the internet's going to have a ball, but they haven't brought it up yet. And let me just ask you real quick, right? How did Kendrick get a picture of those items? That's all you got to tell Drake. How did Kendrick get the pictures for the Meet the Grams items? Ask him. If there was any question in the world that I would ask in regards to these interviews, I would ask Drake that question, bro. That's just like that one alone, I know the answer to. I want to know if you're going to tell me the same thing. It's just one of those questions where I don't need the answer. I already know the answer because I already saw it online, posted by the guy who did it, who sent Kendrick that shit. We know Ebony Prince. But I want to see Drake say it. You know what I mean? Like, will he say it? Will he make up an excuse? And that's even more is telling. But y'all tell me, man.
It's like, it's just, I'm not, it doesn't, no, okay. It's not that, it's not that serious to me.
I guess my point is the stuff that would be fine to ask, I think you would ask. And that's the stuff that people want to hear. The stuff that you know and you know only, just y'all conversations, I don't even think that's the stuff people would even want to hear.
Even in that, you know why it doesn't matter? Because even if he answers the question, you You can ask whatever question. Though
It's never going to be tough. Satisfy anyone.
It's not going to satisfy any fucking body. No matter what he says, no matter what he does, no matter what album he puts out, people already have in their mind that don't like Drake and that don't like. Cool.
Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up when you come in here. Y'all make sure y'all show love to the channel. The merch is in the description of the video. Donations in the chat. And everything that you want to do is free if you like the video, bro. Everything, liking video, sharing the video is all free. So show some love either way, man. Get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up, y'all. There is a guy that did interview Drake, though. And he spoke on this scenario. So Elliot Wilson, Elliot Wilson has a very popular interview with Drake. Extremely, extremely viral, very rare. Probably one of the most shared interviews that Drake has is with Elliot Wilson. That's when they talk about the control verse. That's when they talk about all of that, right? That was a big interview. So Elliot Wilson is just calling it how he sees it. Like, this is just, what this is. And he has a little bit of a conversation about journalism. He goes back with DJ Head about journalism. But we know, bro, that he had talked to him. He did this whole interview on his channel with 30 million people, bro. Look at that. So it's like, exactly what it's like to be in this position where you have to interview an artist and you're not going to turn that down. And Elliot Wilson is kind of just being the voice of reason here, to be honest with you. Like, he's explaining, like, you would actually need to do that interview. You're not doing all this huffing and puffing just not to do it, bro. You got to do it. So he says, all you podcasters and media personalities saying you don't want to talk about Cardi album anymore. You signed up for the gig. I don't care if you are Mar or Fat Joe. You don't get to conveniently not have an opinion. He goes on to say Drake sitting next to Bobby was the beginning of the end. And that's exactly what we need to talk about, because this is all a part of them being a part of hip hop media and all of this stuff. See what he says, though.
All you podcasters and media men, you rappers that turn media men.
I'm a
y'all
radio
want to act like y'all are media men. We're all this. You had your dream come true. We're all the same motherfuckers. We're the same. Elliot's journalism thing means nothing. Rob Markman's means nothing. Jeremy Hex means nothing. You're a podcaster, you're a former rapper, you're all media men. I'm a media personality. I'm not a journalist, and I don't want to talk about Cardi's album no more because, nigga, you signed up for the gig. The gig is the gig.
That is true. That is true. I did a live stream talking about Cardi B's imaginary players, and then she did the court thing. But to say that you don't want to cover an album is complete asinine. Like, you have to talk about it because it is part of hip hop. And that reminds me, I got to do the reaction to the Joey Badass album. I hear a lot of mixed reviews about it. I like Joey's music. I probably might go to the tour. So that's something that we might tap in with the channel. Y'all tell me how you feel about that.
You barely can talk to artists. They want to know what you think about everything. We're doing the same goddamn thing. You want to call yourself I'm still an artist. I'm a media man. I'm a podcaster. I'm a radio personality. I'm a journalist. Like, we're in the same game, motherfucker. We're in the same game. My nightmares come true. Yeah. We're in the same game.
Hey, you know what?
Nah, it is true, though, bro. We all signed up for the same shit. If you're sitting down with a microphone in front of a camera, bro, doing what I'm doing what you're doing, in some type of way, we are doing the same thing. No matter how you like to label yourself, you are still doing the same shit. I don't even know what to call myself half the time.
On the same thing.
Whenever you crash out, you sound
it's the same thing.
You sound like you just got off the subway.
So I see this
the same game, motherfucker.
I don't care if you're Maul. I don't care if you're Fat Joe. I'll name names. Your opinion does matter because that's the platform. Your audience wants your opinion on things. You don't conveniently get to drive like I'm not qualified. I'm not a journalist. We have the mics. We're all talking. We're doing the same thing. We're all the same media men and women.
I'm a media person.
We all, and so am I, and so is Jeremy. We're all the same thing. So don't try, like, you see, there's no more respect for the journalist anymore.
I have respect. Our first episode of The Bigger Picture. We sit 60 episodes in.
Yeah.
Over a year. I said first episode. I don't consider myself a journalist. I respect journalism.
You said around 50, you might. We're 60,
Maybe, but I don't
yeah.
think I'm there. I don't think I'm qualified.
And what's crazy, because I think DJ Head never said that he was a journalist, but like the way that he speaks on things, everybody covers it, everybody talks about it. He's in the hip hop space. It's exactly what Elliot Wilson says. It doesn't matter what you label yourself, you're still doing what everybody else is doing. And that's the point. It's because Elliot Wilson's already kind of been doing it for a while. I mean, he sat down with Drake. He's just trying to call it how it is, bro. Drake hit you up, you would want to talk to him. And I would too. If Drake hit any of us up, if he hit me up, but he won't. It's because I'm going to ask the questions he don't want me to ask. It's not about sitting down and talking to Drake for an interview, whatever type of integrity, whatever the fuck. It's, are you going to ask the questions that the people want to know? But that's why people say I'm not a journalist, because they're not here to do that. That's what they say, right? That's why the labeling thing is an important argument. But it's like, come on, bro. You know exactly, like, we're all in the same boat together. That's what Elliot Wilson's saying, which I think is a good point. But y'all tell me.
I still respect journalism. So no, I'm not
Bobby
a journalist. Kiss my ass.
Bobby Althoff is media. DJ Head is media. Jeremy Heck
I'm
is
media
media.
for sure. I'm
Elliot
not a
Wilson is
journalist.
media.
I won't consider her a journalist, though.
No, it doesn't
I
matter.
know what you're saying. We're all in the same
We're
bucket.
all media. Everybody
But-
says what it is media. So let's like this, you slowly. I told you niggas this was happening. I told you early on.
You did.
I'm Elstradamus. Nigga, I told you Drake sitting next to Bobby was the beginning of the fucking end.
So I had hit up I Love McConan. He hasn't hit me back, bro. But I'll probably chop it up. I'll probably message him and see if he could respond to me.
Told you Nicki's twerking on Kai Cenat's crib was the beginning of the end. Y'all didn't want to listen. Y'all want to tear me down. Elliot's just hating. Things change, old man. Adjust. He's
I love that. That's funny, bro. Adjust. Things change, old man. That's kind of what. Hey, man. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, bro. Elliot Wilson interviewed Drake. He knows what it is. He's been in the game longer than anybody else. He'll tell you, you can't turn down that interview. Look how Elliot Wilson be talking crazy about Drake all the time. And this is after the interview, I know, but he knows, like, it doesn't matter. It's all part of the game. Drake dissed him and all that shit. I know he dissed Elliot Wilson after a while. But it's like, come on, bro. You already know what the fuck it is.
next to Bobby was the beginning of the fucking end. I told you Nicki's
that's what he said. Let me get that. Let me play it back a little bit.
Nigga, I told you Drake sitting next to Bobby was the beginning of the fucking end. I told you Nicki's twerking on Kai Cenat's crib was the beginning of the end. Y'all didn't want to listen. Y'all want to tear me down. Elliot's just hating. Things change, old man. Adjust. He's just hating. Now everybody want to have a pity party because somebody who's more beloved in this space got attacked out of nowhere for no reason. And everybody wants to act like, let's show grace to journalism. You ain't got no motherfucking grace for journalism.
DJ
Y'all don't give a fuck. It's all lip service. The people don't. The people don't.
Lip service. Now that's crazy, bro. Lip service, like certain words, you know, in conversations really stick out. I think that's one of them. Lip service, like you're not willing to actually go all the way with it. It's just to please the ears. And I think that is the main point that he's trying to say. Like, if we actually if the bigger picture sat down with Drake and had an interview, the main important thing about that interview, it's not about, oh, I can't believe you sat down with Drake. It's more so, if you met Drake and if you saw him in person, would you ask him those questions? And that's the thing. Once they say I'm not a journalist, it's more so because you're refusing to just do that. Because you don't want to, for whatever reason, you don't want to do it. But Elliot Wilson's like, fuck that. You have to do it. And if it wasn't for that interview that Elliot Wilson had, we would never know about how Drake felt about the Control verse. All these people share, all these channels, media, they share that interview about Drake speaking on the Control verse because it comes with that Elliot Wilson interview. We wouldn't have that if it wasn't for him being there and asking those questions. But it probably might be the same reason why Drake might not sit down with Elliot Wilson ever again. You see what I'm saying? But like, At least they had that conversation. So that's what I'm saying. Shout out Flex Your Mind Network in the chat, yo. So that's what I'm saying, bro.
The industry does it. The artists don't.
So I think he made a good point. And just for the verbatim or the verbiage, he said, all you podcasters and media personalities saying you don't want to talk about Cardi album anymore, you signed up for the gig. I don't care if you are Ma or Fat Joe. You don't get to conveniently not have an opinion. He goes on to say Drake sitting next to Bobby was the beginning of the end. And then he said Nicki Minaj twerking on Kai Cenat stream. He's probably referring to like streamers, rappers going to streamers to go viral or to like, you know, that's another conversation that's on the same spectrum. That's another conversation that is similar to this situation also. When rappers do interviews, they go to other streams. They do conversation. They have like these streaming clips where they talk to Kai Cenat or they talk to whoever they're on camera with, because to me personally, I always thought it was more of a chill environment depending on where you go to. Like if you go into Kai Cenat's room and you guys are just in his room and he's the only one there talking to you, that's a little bit more convenient for you. But at the same time, I don't think Kai Cenat is going to ask hard-hitting questions. I think he might slip one in there. I don't think Kai Cenat is the type of guy, because he's a streamer. He's more of a, oh man, it's hard to explain, because is Kai Cenat really a journalist? You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a, you know, like he only tells you, he won't even say he's a music reviewer. He'll just say, I like what I like. And I fuck with who I fuck with, and that's who I have on stream. He'll never really say, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to bring him on here and I'm going to ask him some hip hop questions or some questions about the beef. And I think, well, who knows? Because he never did the interview with Drake. He never sat down with Drake ever. Drake dropped 9 music videos, and that was a thing that him and Kai were supposed to do. But Kai was never involved in that. Kai's doing Mafia-thon 3, and he just announced that LeBron James is going to be on there. So now I'm starting to, hold on. So Kai Cenat is going to have LeBron. Drake was dissing LeBron. I think, oh, shit. And then Drake drops these music videos without Kai. That initially was him and his plan. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. So don't tell me that Kai chose LeBron over Drake. Oh, shit. So that's what it is. Junior said, I think Kai came to his senses. Damn, bro. I don't know, man. I'm just going based off of the streams that they had, like that they had talked about doing together. As far as everything else, that's separate. But this is just something that I'm saying about this scenario here. Because where was it? He dropped, it's in the same interview where I got this at. Look. Was it on his right here? So he drops all of these, bro. He drops every single one of these videos for the same song. It's all the same song. But he dropped like what? Like over 20 music videos, 19 music videos, something like that. He does that. But this was originally him and Kai's idea. Right? And first of all, half of these are AI. So like, again, do we have to call out the AI use? I know it's fan made, but come on, bro. I'd appreciate it if they actually tried to make a real video. Just looking at some of these arts, bro, they're already ass, because we have already had that conversation about AI. No, the crazy part about these music videos is that nobody is calling out that Drake chose people who used AI and he just ran with AI art. like for the music video. Now it's just crazy because it's just 3 minutes of AI. It's not like it's just an image or it's just a picture or it's just, you know, something like that. Like it's like you legit just did a whole music video out of AI multiple times. But this was Cenat and Drake's idea together, right? Look. No way. I just saw this right now. Hold on. Sidebar, 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 sidebar. This is probably going to be the dumbest thing I ever seen. So, Dub is DDG's brother and Deshae Frost. They said that all the celebrities and guests in Cenat's bringing out the Mafia-thon 3. I think Michael Jackson coming back to life the second week. Third week, he going to have Drake and Kendrick, and he going to squash the... Oh, my God. No way. Tripping, bruh. Tripping. Let me get back to it. They be just saying anything to Clip Farm, bro. That's crazy. Oh, is it a music video? Okay, music video. Hold on. Get the likes up, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all show love to the channel when y'all come in here, bro. Is it this one? Yeah, here you go.
Drake is giving me the opportunity to direct a song from the album. But Drake is giving me the opportunity to direct a song from the album.
And it's not true. It didn't turn out to be true. Because when Drake finally dropped all of these music videos, I don't see any credit given to Cenat. At least I don't think so. Let's just check out the edits, right? Let's just check out the edits. AI art-based treatment showcasing Drake in a therapy group session, discussing conflict between him and a girl. We assume he's a lover or is his lover, while Party Next Door supports him throughout. No conversation between Cenat. So this is the website that it's on. And it looks very, very simple, very simplistic. It says, congratulations to all creators selected. Our finalists present a diverse range of experience levels as we are committed to giving blase blase. And then it doesn't say anything about Cenat. These are all directors that they handpicked. But as far as we know, the idea came from Cenat announcing it, saying that it was going to be a him and Drake thing. It's just weird how Cenat is nowhere here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all could show me in the Discord, but I don't see Cenat anywhere stamped on this. And we know that Kai's not even tripping about this because he's already doing Mafia-thon. So I feel like this idea was just hijacked, low key. Because remember, Cenat was the one that said he wanted to produce a song for Drake, a music video.
And y'all know, I felt like Nakia could have been filmed better. I felt like Nakia could have had more potential. But Drake is giving me the opportunity to direct a song from the album.
And this is because what he said about Nokia. He said Nokia's music video was ass. And he said, let me direct it. And I already feel like there was kind of like some type of animosity there. But now that Cenat is doing Mafia-thon, it makes me feel like he kind of chose LeBron over Drake in this kind of scenario, because in Mafia-thon, he just announced today that that LeBron is going to be in it, bro. That's the crazy part to me. Look at this shit. Where was it? Let me lower it because he's pretty loud, bro.
What we
Oh my god.
in a million, the person that will be saving my head will be LeBron James.
So you heard, I mean, I'm sorry if it was loud, bro. He's loud. He's loud. He's pretty loud. But he was able to tell us, hey, bro, I chose LeBron over Drake. Essentially, what you telling me, because right before this, these music videos were going to come out, and you left Drake in the wind with all this AI shit. Look at all this AI shit, bro. This is, I'm appalled, bro. I'm disgusted, honestly, quite literally. Look at this, huh? Like, what the hell is that, bro? What the hell is that, bro? Look, and I can't draw, bro. So if I tell AI to write something, fuck it. But I ain't doing a whole music video with AI, bro. Look at that. They got the fucking puppet from Muppets over here. That shit is crazy, bro. I'm good. I'm good off that shit. Y'all get the likes up in this bitch, man. Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up in this bitch. Y'all make sure y'all donate to the channel. Merch is in the fucking description, bruh. Everybody tap in, get the likes up, bruh. The like button is free. But if you like to donate to the channel, show some love, I appreciate it, bruh. Let's go. Let's fucking get it, bro. Look, I'm going to show you something else, bro. It is up. Because now we have, and I hear the rumors. They saying Akademiks is turning on Drake. That's somebody else. Let's have that conversation. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. Come on, get out of here.
We have to live up to that arrangement. I don't care if it's 30 days. I need 30 days of good servitude and good community service or work. You're telling me this is a wig? You're doing the Fetty Wap, the Steve Harvey. Oh no. Chat, I cried when I seen this. Oh, yeah, I was thinking about a kid. He ain't got no fucking kid. Kendrick's a liar. He ain't got no damn kid. Shut up.
Are going to sing a song. So Lexi, come on up here.
Then magically she pops up, which by the way, I think it is.
be more pleasant.
Hey now, welcome to a much more scene.
Okay. All right. So bunch of thoughts here. I think it's clear to say, and I'm gonna sit here and speak to you very openly, honestly, because I do hear a lot of not even rumblings, but there's a loud echo and a loud noise saying, "Yo, Drake, my brother, I think you're not reading the room here. You just went through one of the most horrifying rap battles of life, and the entire premise was trying to show or trying to say you're not someone of the culture, and you keep doing."
Look how mad he is, bruh. Look, bro, he is pissed. Look, and the thing is that Maul could probably hide it better than Akademiks, but Akademiks can't hide how he feels about this shit. You know how I was telling you, oh, the person's gonna ask the questions. Will Akademiks ask those questions? I feel like out of all the people that we talked about, besides Elliot, he would probably be the one to ask the more hard-hitting questions than Maul himself. If it was between Akademiks and Maul, the person that's asking the tougher questions is Akademiks because he really doesn't have anything to lose. He already is on the fence with Drake. Drake don't even like Akademiks. Hold on.
Content with people who seemingly are not within hip hop. Okay. And I completely understand that. And by the way, I do kind of look at Drake like bad timing again. Now, honestly, I think this is a great business move. I just think it's bad timing. I think Drake, like, again, I could be wrong. I haven't asked him about it. It's no way he doesn't own a part of this podcast or the company that owns this podcast or is giving this woman an opportunity. With all due respect, Bobby Althoff is not a talented person. With all due respect, there is a lane for her to flourish, but especially within the lane that she is trying to cannibalize off of, without Drake walking her through the door. Now, not once, but twice, she is not as effective. No one really wants to sit with her. She comes across as either condescending or...
I'm telling you, bro, he's mad because he's saying what others don't want to say. But it is true, though. I'm not going to lie. It is true, though. It is true. This is when one of your biggest supporters starts to turn on you, bro. Everybody's been saying that shit from the beginning. Everybody's been saying that shit from the fucking beginning, bro. From the fucking beginning, everybody has been saying that shit. Bro, he's just using you. I think Akademiks is coming to the realization that this guy, don't fuck with him, bro. Every time that people say it, it probably bothers you because you probably think that they're tripping or just hating. But nah, bro, I think with all sincerity, people are just trying to tell you that he don't fuck with you, bro. He don't like you like that. And I think he knows that. I think he knows that because when he went to London, he didn't invite Drake. He invited Aiden Ross, Ben the Don, all of these other streamers. He didn't invite Drake. He didn't invite Akademiks.
Absent-minded. She doesn't do great interviews, but you are doing what we've accused Jay of doing. Giving someone a cultural key that maybe we don't think should even be a cultural visitor. So now you've told them they could live here. Drake has to, like, and I've spoken to many people about it. They're like, yo, no, Drake must be trying to fuck her. If Drake is doing this to try to fuck this chick, he's too horny. No, it's too great. No, it's too horny. He has to own part of her podcast.
Now he's saying that he's a creep. Now he's calling him a creep. Essentially, he's saying, nah, bro. If he's trying to only fuck with her because she is weird like that, because he's weird like that. Why would he only want to fuck with her just to fuck her? That's a crazy statement. You're just making him sound like a creep.
Or the network that's publishing a podcast. Otherwise, nothing makes sense. I will stick on that. Again, I would rather, and I hear the rumblings of people saying, no, Drake is just avoiding hip hop press. Like people like, well, yeah, he ain't gonna do nothing with you, Maul, or nobody else. He's just avoiding y'all because he don't want to answer the questions. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. I think he is gonna do that in due time, and I want to believe that he has business with this woman. I will say the timing is still horrible, and reading the room is.
Big shout out to Jen for the $5 donation. Let's go, y'all. First donation of the chat, y'all. W Jen in the chat, y'all. W Jen in the chat. Let's go, Jen. Let's fucking go, man. Y'all show some love, bro. Y'all don't let it go unnoticed, bro. W Jen in the chat, y'all. W Jen in the chat, y'all. Get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up, bro. W Jen, let's fucking go, man. Y'all show some love to the chat. Y'all show love to Jen, man.
Still not the thing that I've said about Drake, especially post beef. He's done accurately, but I don't know if he thinks he needs to or cares to read the room. But once I seen this, I was just like, even if you sign our podcast, brother, you need to fully complete the arc of you dropping your solo album, then doing it. Now, as far as Drake answering questions about some real shit, battle.
I need allies. I want you to join me.
He got to at some point. Got to. Like, you know, you've been very hip-hop your entire career. That's why you battled. You're going to have to speak about these things, not just only on a record when convenient. And yes, I do understand that we have unrealistic expectations for Drake compared to other artists, just because, for example, Kendrick went on a whole hate-a-thon and nobody says, yo, he has to have a legit conversation about this stuff because he just never does conversations. The thing with Drake, he's much more forward-facing. We see him doing much more content. We see his voice and his opinion being dispersed much more than, say, a Kendrick, so we expect more from him. But I'm going to be honest with you, it's an overall gripe of the majority.
It's only a matter of time, bro. It's only a matter of time before he starts to realize that he can't defend his actions anymore. See, this is when hip-hop media is clashing with Drake. I've been telling y'all, bro. I've been telling y'all, when Drake was buying Tupac's chain, it's not just to piss off Kendrick Lamar. It's also a way to disrespect hip-hop. That's like just the fucking whole genre, the whole thing as a fucking culture, bruh. When you buy Tupac's chain, after this beef, after the things that you've done, refusing to sit down with people of the culture in hip-hop, it only says one fucking thing, bro. You're trying to disrespect it. But hip-hop can't be bought. The respect can't be bought. That's what I'm saying, bro. Tupac didn't even buy that chain. It was given to him. That's the history. That's the crazy part. Tupac didn't even buy that or make that himself. That says a lot within itself also. Suge Knight gave him the chain off his back. Straight up, bro.
Of artists. I'm hoping, and this is just my hope, right? So I'm going twofold. I believe this is a business move.
Big shout out to Anthony for the $15 donation. W Anthony in the chat, y'all. Let's fucking go. We almost at the goal, y'all. W Anthony, W Jen in the chat, y'all. He said speaking facts right there. Salute, bruh. He said speaking facts. Let me type that in. W, man.
For Drake, still ill-timed, but it's a business move. He has to own part of her podcast. If Drake don't own part of her podcast, I think he's an idiot. It's just no way that a woman that has been dejected from Black culture and from urban culture and basically was starting to experience the effects of falling off. And maybe like they wanted to do a rebrand or whatever, or give her like a new like steroid shot. You're doing it twice for her, when essentially if she was as talented or she was as demanded or wanted.
Her interviews are boring. Actually, you know what's crazy? My favorite Bobby Aloff interview is the one where she's actually talking to a West Coast rapper. Ain't that crazy? My favorite Bobby interview is when she's with a West Coast rapper. To me, and that's only because I feel like the charisma is there with the rapper that it was. If you don't know, she interviews Mozzie. She interviewed, and he's actually has songs with Hit J3. He got a really good career himself. Shout out Mozzie. But that's probably one of my favorite interviews from her. But there's a lot of other interviews that are very bad, bro. Very bad. Like the Offset one went viral because he calls her plain chicken.
Or cared for by the community or by the hip hop sphere, she would be supported. For him to do it twice, he has to own part of her podcast, her entertainment career, I believe. Okay. Second of all, I don't, I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon of people saying that Drake won't answer questions about real shit. There is gonna become a time, and I believe that time again.
Oh, you're right, bruh. You're right. Bobby was also at the Not Like Us music video, bitch. She was at the Not Like Us video shoot. What the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck are we even talking? Bro, she was at the Not Like Us video shoot with Mozzie. She was with the Billas. She was with the Billas. Oh my God. Drake, why would you even be interviewed by her, bruh? She went to the Not Like Us music video. And she interviewed YG. What the fuck are you doing? But you don't want to talk to LeBron. LeBron dances to Not Like Us. She was behind the scenes, BTS, at the Not Like Us. What the, bro, are you even? And that's what I'm saying. You get the deal with Amazon, but in the same video where LeBron's dancing, Jeff Bezos got his camera up recording everything.
Members, what's bracket? You gotta say what's bracket.
That's Hit a J3. That's Hit a J3. Oh, Hit a J3. Shout out Hit a J3, man. Bobby Altoff on set of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us music video in Compton with YG.
Bobby and Compton with the members, what's bracket? You gotta say what's bracket.
That's Hit a J3, bro. Bobby the Mole. Everybody type Bobby the Mole in the chat, y'all. Everybody, W Anthony W Chen, man. Get the likes up, bro. Get the likes up. W Anthony W Chen in the chat. Bobby the Mole, man. Bobby the Mole. Oh my God. You see, this is selective politics, right? To the ultimate max. No fucking way, bro. That's Hit a J3's voice, is it not? Y'all tell me.
Bobby and Bompton with the members. What's bracket? You gotta say what's bracket.
Oh my.
Hey, y'all gonna scare her away, blood.
Yeah, that's hit a J3. Oh my God. So why is she doing an interview with Drake? Why is Drake doing an interview with her, bro? Why are you doing an interview with her, bro? She was at the Not Like Us music video. If you got all this animosity towards LeBron, why don't you got that shit for Bobby? Why don't you got that shit for Jeff Bezos? You do a fucking thing with Amazon. He was in the same video where LeBron was dancing to Not Like Us. He was filming and shit. You didn't say anything about that. Why? Is it because he's a white billionaire? Another sugar daddy? You tell me, man. Selective outrage is crazy. Shout out to Junior in the chat, bro.
He could think differently, but I think that time is going to be after the album's out. When that album's out, he got to talk. Not exactly immediately, but it is time for you to do what you normally do. All these conversations we're used to you.
You think Akademiks knows about this clip and that's why he's saying this shit? You tell me, bro. Let me close this one out.
Y'all gonna scare her away. Bobby and Bompton with the members. What's bracket? You gotta say what's bracket.
Nah, man. You gonna interview her, bro? She gonna talk to you, bro, in the bed? You in the bed with her, bro? You sleeping with the op, bro? You sleeping with the op, Drake. You laying down in bed with the ops, literally laying down with snakes. What the fuck are we even talking about? That's that selective outrage. That is fucked up, bro. That is fucked up. So you only get mad. Hey, I'm not even gonna say it like that, bro. You tell me what that seemed like.
Hey, y'all gonna scare her away, blood. Y'all gonna scare her away. Bobby and Bompton with the members. What's bracket? You gotta say.
No, that is crazy, bro. Can't believe he actually decided to sit down with somebody that was in Compton during all the tension, during Not Like Us being filmed. That she would hit a J3. He's on GNX. He's on GNX. What the fuck? You don't want to see them door slide out that caravan. Tell him. Tell him. You had the caravan in the music video. What the fuck are we doing here? Hold on.
I mean, it's been a while, I guess.
Build a website you love with Wix.
Come on, bro.
For your words.
I believe after the album, you let the music do the talking, and then you come back around and you fill in the gaps. That's how I believe. Okay. So for the people who do have questions like, how do you feel about this? I feel Drake isn't reading the room properly, but I think Drake is doing business. Again, just like when people ask me about the Kick situation or why doesn't he stream with you? I don't think Drake wants to stream. I think Drake sees a lucrative dollar sign and he follows the dollar sign to do streaming. And I don't think Drake wants to podcast. I think Drake is podcasting for a business opportunity.
Big shout out to Anissa for the $5 donation. W Anissa, W Anthony in the chat, y'all. W Jen in the chat, y'all. W Anissa. Let's go, Anissa. She said, keep up the great work. We're gonna put that right here. Keep up. Y'all get the likes up, y'all. Y'all show them some love, man.
I could be wrong.
Let's go, Anissa. Y'all clap it up, man. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Wouldn't be here without y'all, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it G real. I wouldn't be here without y'all, man. W Anissa, thank you. Everybody that's in the chat, Happy Labor Day. Hope everybody had a great day off. If you had the day off, if you had to work, my condolences, bro. I know what you have to go through. I know what you're going through. W's, bro.
And I'm okay and open to stand possibly at the precipice of, hey, no, you're wrong. This nigga is just out of touch. But I don't believe that's what that is. Again, specifically because it's Bobby Althoff, is puzzling to me because it's making me say, it's not even about, are you going to do content with, say, a me or a Mealy Mall or something? It becomes, bro, you got to realize that hip hop and urban culture has dejected this woman. They don't like her. They think she's condescending, ear-headed. They feel she's getting opportunities she doesn't deserve. They
basically, and they like to talk about Doechii being an industry plant. If there was any industry plant that I would talk about, it would probably be Bobby, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like if there was an industry plant, I'm choosing Bobby over Doechii. They always try to put Doechii in that light. Disrespect is crazy.
Feel even when whatever resolve they had with the Yachty situation, they feel like she's talking down to black artists who maybe she's looking at as, oh, y'all are stupid or y'all do
Mansa said, cheers, JV. Hey, bro, I'm gonna hit a bowl. Everybody hit a bowl right now, y'all.
Silly shit. And it's one of the, those condescending type of things. I think Drake is shrewd enough to understand that. And if he continues to do stuff with her or he's relaunching stuff with her, it gotta be a money play, right? Because obviously, and I'll be honest, like, nigga, if I could sign Bobby Althoff, I would definitely do it. And I'd be on a podcast with her spinning and grinning too. Because if whatever she gonna bring in, I'm gonna get my 30 or 40 or I don't know, maybe 50% for Drake, I could see it. But if he thinks this the move, he's out of touch. But I don't think that's it. I think it's business. And I'm pretty sure we'll figure in due time, as soon as the podcast is dropped, we'll figure out what company owns it, who's distributing it, and we'll see if Drake has anything to do with it. And if he doesn't, mark me on record. I think he's stupid. Okay? So that'll be my opinion on it.
I'm telling you, bro, he doesn't fuck with this. He doesn't like that this is happening. He could sit there and try to act like this doesn't bother him, but it bothers him. It gets to him. He doesn't like the way that this makes him feel because he knows that he's been the one going to bat for him more than anybody. And now all of that is coming to a close because you're starting to understand that this is fucked up. He don't even want to sit down with anybody in hip hop, not even the guys that had his back. He's heartbroken. Shout out Leanne Colette. What up? He does seem heartbroken. His chest is cramping. Manson said his chest, he's hurting, bro. He looked like King Yella in that Camp Capone interview. Like his chest is hurt, bro. No, that shit was treacherous, bro. I swear to God, man. All just to sit down with a woman who was with the Bloods. Nah, I'm just kidding. Allegedly.
Bobby and Compton with the members was bragging. You gotta say what's bragging.
Hey, these ain't Atlanta Bloods. These ain't the Bloods that got that rep right now in Ratlanta. Let's just be clear. These ain't Ratlanta Bloods, bro. These are real members. Hold on.
Bobby and Compton with the members was bragging. You gotta say what's bragging. Hey, y'all gonna scare her away, blood. Y'all gonna scare her away. Bobby and Compton with the members was bragging. You gotta say what's bragging. Hey, y'all gonna scare her away, blood. Y'all gonna scare her away. Bobby and Bompton with the members. What's bracket? You gotta say what's bracket.
Big shout out to Anthony for the $10 donation, man. He's showing love, bro. Hey, Anthony, Anthony, this is what he said. Read it in the chat, y'all. He said, Drake is a rapper that never stopped being an actor. That's what he said, bro. And I think Glasses Malone had sat down in the space with several individuals. I think Read My Soul was in there. Shout out Read My Soul. I think DJ Head was in there. Shout out DJ Head. Jeremy Heck didn't say anything. I don't think he said anything. I tapped in for a little bit. But he was in there. He was in that bitch. Bro, everybody was in that bitch, bro. Everybody was in that bitch. Let me see if I can get it, bro. Oh, hold on. Big shout out to Mansa. W Mansa in the chat, y'all. W Mansa in the chat, y'all, for the $5 donation. Let's go, Mansa. Hey, Mansa, I know you be drinking, bro. I just saw you in the chat, bro. Take a shot for me right now, bro. Fuck it. Let's go, man. We ball. Let them know, bro. Are you with the members like Bobby, bro? Are you with the members like Bobby? Let me know. Take a shot, bro.
Being Bompton with the members. What's bracket? You gotta say what's bracket. Hey, y'all gonna scare her away, blood. Y'all gonna scare her away. Bobby and Bompton with the members. What's bracket?
I'm telling you, bro. Telling you. Big shout out W Mansa, W Anthony in chat. He said happy Labor Day, bro. I agree. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Not for real, for real. We're going to do it like that. W Anthony, W Mansa, man. Showing love back to back. Y'all show some love, man. Let's fucking go, bro. W Mansa in the chat, y'all. Happy Labor Day to all, bro. Shout out, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Get the fucking likes up, bro. Get the likes up, man. Let's go, bro. So I'm gonna look for that clip real quick, right? There's a clip going around, but better time than never to shout out another. I think this is my humble opinion on YouTube. Y'all can check him out. He be reacting to some of my shit, bro. I be watching him on my off time, bro. He's a very how I say it, very good perspective that he has when, at least if this is the guy that I watch on YouTube, I think it's him. But anyways, he says, so Drake was on a project that was immediately botted. Makes me think about the so-called Drake stimulus package. What if Drake and his team botted those songs to make it look like it was a stimulus package? Now, this is coming right after Young Thug was accused of streaming Gunna, bot streaming Gunna for what? To beat The Weeknd. That way, not only do they seem more successful than they would have been, but Drake can charge more. I'm convinced at this point, this is the foundation of the Drake stimulus. Those songs were definitely botted. So now they're speculating, and this is getting a little 55K, bro. This shit be going. This shit is going. Hey, shout out my humble opinion, bro. But this is a point that I'm trying to say. What if that Drake stimulus package was all botted? Hold on. You think he cooking with this, y'all? Let's talk about it, bro. Oh, they saying UMG responsible now? Shout out Buddha. Shout out Butters. My bad. I said Buddha. Thinking about weed. This is why I say audio leaks are part of UMG's getting what you asked for. Y'all think UMG behind those leaks? Nah, that'd be crazy, bruh. UMG exposing King Slime over Drake's relationship with him is crazy. That I don't know, man. I don't know. Getting what you asked for and then they start leaking shit. Nah, that'd be crazy, bruh. But for sure, this does give into question if Young Thug is admitting to botting streams and Drake is suing because he's essentially saying, y'all do that shit for me, so I know you do that shit for him. Basically admitting guilt. To me, it seems like if there was a Drake stimulus package, it meant that there was going to be an inflation of views to deem more success. But in hindsight, it's only to pay his pockets more for a verse. Oh, I see the play. Could that be a play? Now this isn't far-fetched, because if Drake is aware of bot streaming and Young Thug is aware of bot streaming, did he pick up on game from Drake? Damn, I'm starting to think about it and I'm like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So all the bot farming, all the bot streaming is essentially just so that way you could make people pay more for a verse? That's the crazy part to me, bro. What if all this shit was just all a facade? And that's the scary part. But back to what Anthony was saying, because Anthony had said something, bro, that really grabbed my attention. It reminded me of this Glasses Malone space that we were getting into. Oh, shit. Big shout out to the Don Austin for the $100 donation, bro. Let's go, man. Hey, bro. Shout out to Don Austin, bro. Hey, hold on. Everybody show love to the Don Austin. He said, for the Ville, truly humble under God. That is crazy, bro. Big shout out to the Don Austin, man. Big shout out to the Don Austin. Hold on. For the $100 donation, bro. Y'all show some fucking love to my boy, bro. Austin always showing the fuck out, bro. He said, truly humble under God. Everybody spam Thug in the chat, y'all. Everybody spam Thug. W Austin in the chat, y'all. W the Don, man. Get that shit up, bro. Get the likes up, man. Yeah. Fucking go, man. Shout out Austin, bruh. Y'all get the likes up, bruh. Y'all want to show love to the channel, bro? You could also like the video, bro. That shit is free also. But shout out to the Don Austin for always showing support, bruh. Y'all give him the love in the chat, y'all. W's, bruh. Let's fucking get it, man, because Young Thug is a snitch, bruh. Let's just be real. Young Thug is a snitch. We gonna talk about it, bruh. I've been hearing all these clips, bruh. All these conversations. Young Thug is a fucking snitch, bruh. Let this shit out. Look. So the story is going around that Young Thug was just at the Weeknd's concert 2 weeks ago, grinning with Cash XO when he slimed them out of a #1 album. Now, Cash XO was somebody that Drake had called a blunt runner in Family Matters. So in a way, Young Thug is chilling with the ops. He's chilling with The Weeknd. He's chilling with Cash XO. These guys don't even fuck with Drake. Why is Young Thug chilling with them? But then you hear that he wants Gunna to have the #1 spot because he's using Gunna, that he paid 50,000 in fake streams to help Gunna beat The Weeknd to a #1 spot. Let's hear that. He says, the #1 you just had right now, I paid for you to have. You didn't honestly earn a #1 album over The Weeknd, my boy. I spent $50,000 buying fake streams.
And he won't, 20 million. Whoa. So I already done told him, like, whatever you want, just say it. I'm gonna give you the money, whatever you want. Just on some we brother shit. Like, I know you can't go nowhere in this world and get no $20 million check from no label. You're not doing numbers like that. You alright, but you ain't doing that like that. Like the #1 album you just had right now, I paid for you to have a #1 album. You didn't, you know what I'm saying, honestly earn a #1 album over The Weeknd, my boy.
Now, this is a significant conversation to have. There's a lot more audio. There's a whole conversation with 21 Savage. There's a whole debacle that they have on fucking audio recording. But this one is very significant because it has to do with bot streaming. And that's a conversation that's been going on for like a year and a half. Not only because of the Drake and Kendrick shit, it exposed a lot of things. Spotify had just put out an article earlier this year talking about how they're going to start cracking down on people with fake streams. Not Gunna, but yeah, I guess he got paid $50K to bot streams. But he's saying you didn't even know that I paid for that. So it's not like Gunna knew about the botted streams. Young Thug is admitting, however, I paid for those streams.
I paid for that shit. I earned a #1 album over The Weeknd, my boy. I paid for that shit. I never said that to him. I never told him that. Cause we just got the plug on that. Like, you never earned a #1 album. I spent 50 extra grand buying motherfucking streams, $50,000 buying streams for you to beat Weeknd. Like, and Cash know the same plug, so Cash could have did the same thing.
But what if Drake bought Young Thug's #1 hit? If he has a hit with him, what if and that's the point that Humble Opinion was trying to say, and that's what I was trying to understand. What if by chance the Drake stimulus package, the bot streaming is part of that package? You see what I'm saying? And what if Young Thug picked up on game with that by fucking with Drake? What if Young Thug learned the game the way Drake plays it? And that's how he's moving with his artist, because Gunna is his artist. And he learned that if there's any type of stimulus package, it means paying for streams. And what if, and this is what he's saying, what if Drake pays other people to bot the streams so that way he could pay more for a verse? And that is what the Drake package essentially is. But we'll learn about that later as we go. Play this one more time.
I paid for that shit. I never said that to him. I never told him that. Cause we just got the plug on that. Like, you never earned a #1 album. I spent 50 extra grand buying motherfucking streams, $50,000 buying streams for you to beat Weeknd. Like, and Cash know the same plug, so Cash could have did the same thing. But Cash, like, let it go. Cash just, like, smack down. Like, man, let the nigga on the win. I ain't saying that shit. Smack down like a player. But he did a little deal. He got some little sign for a little nigga from his hood, whatever.
And this isn't the only conversation, man. There is a lot of more incriminating information that is coming out. But botted streams is crazy, bro, because now it just exposes the whole industry. This is not just about snitching, y'all. This is starting to become a conversation about what is real and what is fake. What are we seeing in the media that is true? and what is being fabricated and pushed for us to listen to. It's very concerning. But all I know is after Gunna had came out, he is still signed to Young Thug, is he not? So it's like you benefit off of those body streams as well. And it's like, even though you hated this guy, you're willing to spend $50K on. Was this before or after they got locked up, this album? Hold on, let's check. Young Thug admitted in a leaked jailhouse call, okay. Surface Atlanta rapper speaking on his manager about manipulating streaming numbers to boost his business. Business is business. Okay. That's the name of it. So let's see. Thug was frustrated that Wallen's numbers were blocking his path to a #1 spot at the #1 debut. In the call, Thug urged his manager to contact that plug to help inflate the numbers. The manager replied, "I'm going to sleep until we beat him, whatever happens." Bet then, boy. Then tell the boy you can beat me. If you can't beat me, join me. Thug said, joking about surpassing Wallen and then trying to get him back up. Now, this speaks volumes because who was Drake just on stage with? Thug is talking about Morgan Wallen because he can't beat him. Who was Thug on stage with? Let's really think about that, bro. They got the audio here. Let me see.
I said nobody has ever put out 2 #1 albums from jail. Obviously, hopefully you're out by your birthday. You know what I'm saying? But if you weren't, like, that would be historic. Right. And even if Boozy moves, we still have to deal with Morgan Wallen because he's doing 100,000 every week, no matter what.
Who?
Morgan Wallen, the country guy.
Yeah, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Why the fuck didn't we think to put him on the album? Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
it's funny because he says, "Why didn't we put Morgan Wallen on the album?" It's funny because Lil Durk fucked with Morgan Wallen to do the same shit. Wasn't Morgan? It was, right? That's when they had the issue with the ducks and shit like that. Y'all tell me, but I remember they did a song together, and Morgan Wallen caught a lot of flack because he posted ducks and he didn't know what that was.
You think we're gonna beat the boy?
Yo, my man, I'm not going to sleep until we beat him. So whatever happens,
I'll tell you. Yeah.
Whatever happens. So
Beat
it's
the boy,
like, okay,
beat the boy. Then tell the boy you can't beat me. Join me.
that's iconic.
Get on this song, young boy.
That is crazy, bro. So, and this is what I'm saying. He said, if I can't beat Morgan Wallen for the #1 spot, if I can't beat him, tell him to join me. But remember who we saw over there, bro. Remember who we saw over there. Hold on. Who was at a Morgan Wallen concert in Houston? Was it Houston? Y'all tell me. So when they say, when Young Thug says, when he says that shit, bro, straight up, I'm sorry, bro. I'm going to have to disagree. Because now I'm starting to think that this is the play. If they can't beat them with botted streams, they'll end up trying to do a song with them. He said that he couldn't beat Morgan Wallen, so I might as well join him. That's what Thug said. For his business is business. It's funny because in real life time, Drake is doing those same fucking moves, those same fucking strategic plays that Thug is talking about on a jail call. Drake is doing those conveniently in person. Now, is he using now that makes me think too. Is Drake aware of these plays also? Is he talk? Because remember who gave Thug $1 million when he came out of jail? Big shout out to Anthony for the $10 donation. He said Drake, Weeknd, Gunna, Thug, here for it all. And Young Thug is getting a taste of his medicine. But I hope Young Thug is realizing that Drake is following the same shit he said in jail. Do you think he feels a way about that? Is that why Drake gave him $1 million? I don't know, bro. It's weird how one person mentions something and then the other person follows. It's not like Young Thug was talking to Drake in this conversation, but it's almost like they had the same idea. It's almost like they know how to manipulate the system. They know if they pay for fake streams and they still can't get the #1 spot, let's fuck with the guy at the #1 spot so we could get there together. If you can't beat him, tell him to join me. That's what Young Thug said, bro.
I paid for that shit. I never said that to him. I never told him that. You know, cause we just got the plug on that.
W. Anthony W. Austin in the chat, y'all.
Like, you never earned the #1 album. I spent $50 extra grand buying motherfucking streams, $50,000 buying streams for you to beat Weeknd. Like, and Cash know the same plug, so Cash could have did the same thing. But Cash like let it go. Cash just like snap down, like, man, let the nigga on the win. I ain't sending shit. Snap down like a player. You don't bet.
Hold on, where's the other one? I gotta close out of this Kai shit. Hold up. I should tweak it.
I said nobody put out 2 #1 albums from jail. Obviously, hopefully you're out by the first day. You know what I'm saying? But if you weren't, like, that would be historic.
Right.
And even if Uzi moves, we still have to deal with Morgan Wallen because he's doing 100,000 every week, no matter what.
Who?
Morgan Wallen, the country guy.
Yeah, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Why the fuck didn't we think to put him on the album? Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
You think we gonna beat the boy?
yo, my man, I'm not going to sleep until we beat him. So whatever happens.
I'll tell you. Yeah.
Whatever happens. So
Beat
it's
the boy,
like, okay.
beat the boy, then tell the boy you can't beat me, join me.
That's iconic.
Get on this song, young boy. Everything
You know what I mean?
If you can't beat the boy, tell Morgan Wallen to join me. And then there's videos of Drake and Morgan Wallen together. Do you see what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro? They know the play. They know how to manipulate the charts. Thug and Drake know exactly what to do. If I can't win the #1 spot with fake streams, let me get a song with the person with the #1 spot. And it makes you think that Lil Durk do the same shit, because that's why he fucked with Morgan Wallen also. I'm not trying to drag Lil Durk into this, but I wouldn't talk about fake streams on a recorded line at all, bro. I think this is more important than the snitching shit. Well, they're snitching technically on the industry. Not only are they snitching in the streets, they're snitching on the industry. You see what I'm saying? He did the same thing with Bad Bunny and them. That could be a possibility. I've seen him do songs with multiple people, though. So if Drake does it, it starts to look like, is he on? And that's something that I've always talked about. We talked about I Love McConan on the last live stream. In the last live stream, when we talked about I Love McConan, that song, Drake jumps on the remix. That wasn't his song to begin with anyways. That's very telling, bro.
And even if Uzi moves, we still have to deal with Morgan Wallen because he's doing 100,000 every week, no matter what.
Who?
Morgan Wallen, the country guy.
Yeah, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Why the fuck didn't we think to put him on the album? Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
You think we gonna beat the boy?
yo, my man, I'm not going to sleep until we beat him. So whatever happens,
I'm telling you. Yeah.
whatever happens. So
Beat
it's
the boy,
like,
then
okay,
beat the boy, then tell the boy you can't beat me, join me.
that's
crazy.
iconic.
Get on this song, young boy. Everything
You know what I mean?
Man.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's try to beat that nigga. You still got that plug, right? That shit what we did with none of them. You still got that plug?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Tell you. All right, my boy.
That's what I'm saying. Now he's talking about he has a plug. Well, where did he get this plug from? Where did he get hooked up with this plug? Now, it's funny that we're seeing this picture of this soundbite right here, because if y'all remember the same soundbite, hold on. And I'm just saying the irony in this. Hold on. The irony in this right here, because when 100 Gigs came out, it was the same soundbite. And another thing too, in this track, he talks about how Young Thug should get out of jail. So this is crazy. Young Thug is also in this track too. I'm telling you, bro. I know that Young Thug and Drake are using the same exact system to their benefit. They know how to cheat the system. They are trying to do it with fake streams. And I think this is more important than the snitching allegations, because no matter how you spin it, the audience that listens to Gunna and listens to Thug without the snitching allegations, whether they matter or not, are going to be like suburban kids, bro. Let's just be real. Like, yeah, the streets listen to Gunna, they listen to Thug, but they're the only ones questioning their integrity. The ones that are going to listen to them after the fact are going to be that fan base that goes to fucking Rolling Loud and Lollapalooza. Like, that's the crowd that they control. They don't give a fuck about any of this shit, but they're getting sick and tired of this shit because this shit has become Young Thug's persona, bro. That's really what it is. And they're getting tired of this shit because they just want good music and they can't get it because he keeps being obsessed with shit like this. He said, now I understand why Drake fans are so focused on numbers and uses that to validate his position. They talk about them more than the music. And I think that's what becomes the problem. When we get focused on the music so much, we stop to pay attention to what really matters. And that's the art form. Every time I go online and I see Punch and I see top post on Twitter. It's about the art form, respect the art form. When Kendrick did the interview with Apple Music, he said, respect the art form. I think they get so sidetracked with the goal of being number one. They don't even know what it takes to be number one anymore because they get sidetracked. They get lost and they stop to find their way. They get lost and they don't know where to go anymore. When you're obsessed with being number one, you forget that you have the skills to get there. And when you forget that you have those skills that got you to the popularity that it did, you are going to fail because you only care about the numbers. This is why Kendrick and Drake are having this issue in court, because Drake keeps saying that they're botting streams, because maybe he is at the fault that Young Thug is. Maybe he taught Young Thug how to be this way. Thug doesn't come into this game knowing about botted streams. I highly doubt that Young Thug knew how to bot streams when he had came into this game. He had to have learned that from the people that were in it before him. But who was he fucking with? Young Money, Cash Money, Lil Wayne, Drake. So where did he learn these type of activities from? All I know is that if he couldn't beat the number one streaming artists like Morgan Wallen, he said, if I can't beat him, tell him to join me. And in real life time, we have videos of Drake coming out with Morgan Wallen, almost like if he wants the same thing. He wants to chill with them to have the number one spot. That's why a lot of Drake fans and a lot of other people included didn't understand why Drake would collab with somebody who said the N-word with the hard ER intentionally. It just didn't make sense, right? Like, this guy has like a racist background. He's not just saying it just to say it. Like, he's saying it with an ill intent. So it's like, why even work with him in the first place? But it's like you said, Stephanie, it's because he cares about the numbers. You will give up all of your fucking pride. You'll put your pride to the side only when it comes to money. And that's what I was saying in the beginning of the stream. You'll go at LeBron, but you won't go at Jeff Bezos, but they're in the same video dancing to Not Like Us. You won't sit down with Akademiks, you won't sit down with Ma, but you'll sit down with Bobby, even though she was at the Not Like Us music video with Hit a J3 in Bompton. It doesn't make sense why you're making this a big deal. Clearly, you're willing to still hang out with people that were chilling with the opposition, bro. I think Young Thug had picked up these habits when he started getting well known in the industry. But then watch the company that he keeps: Drake, Birdman, Lil Wayne, Cash Money, Young Money. I'm not saying all of them are doing it, but just notice where Young Thug got these actions from. He didn't learn this on the streets. He didn't learn this before the fame. He had to acquire this knowledge of bot streaming once he got tapped into the industry. That's what I'm saying. And the conversations get worse, bro. But real quick, just to end this on hip hop media type shit, right? Going back to the chain, like I said, he bought the chain to disrespect hip hop. Not only is he sitting down with hip hop media, he just wants to stay away from hip hop in general, but also disrespect it by buying Tupac's chain. That's another sign of disrespect. Not only will you sit down with the culture, you will troll the culture by buying a fake pendant. And Tupac's brother had spoke out. Shout out to Mopreme Shakur, brother of Tupac Shakur, detailing his reaction to Drake reportedly purchasing Tupac's death row chain. So I haven't heard this clip, so let's see what he says.
Think more about his moves, because they would make people pose other questions. Because I just saw an interview with him in London talking about London got the best rappers. London rappers are better than American rappers. So
that was rage bait. Drake knows that's rage bait. That wasn't real. Like, he doesn't even believe that.
You know, why are you so seeking after the king of raps? You know, Jules, little Jules. You know, gets in this thing with Kendrick. I mean, Kendrick got a Pulitzer, so I thought that was a bad move. And then AI's my brother, and then you would pose the question: if England has the best rappers, why are you doing this? So I don't know. I'm just an observer. My name Bennett. I ain't in it. But I think the family should have all the pop sticks. Me personally, but
it should go to his family. Yep. I mean, that's coming from his brother, dog. I think they have this song called Papa's Song. What was it? It came out in Freedom Writers, you know what I mean? But he's like, Pops had to entertain many men. Didn't want to do it, but it's time to pay the rent again. I'm getting so father. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking like my father. What'd he say? If you know, you know, bro. But yeah, man, shit was tough, man. I really do think that the property should go to him. I think that Drake is just buying it for all the reasons why he made Meltdown with Pharrell, Meltdown the Chains, disrespect hip-hop, disrespect the people who purchase it. We also can't forget, real quick, that Jimmy Henchman, the man that was accused of trying to unalive Tupac, he had some type of relationship with Drake's father. Now, I've heard a lot of talk about Drake's dad and all of this stuff. Oh, hold on. Follow Justin Hunt. Shout out Justin Hunt. Anyways, there was a conversation about Drake's father and Drake's father's ties with Jimmy Henchman. Jimmy Henchman tried to put a hat on Tupac. You see what I'm saying? But somebody who had connections with Jimmy Henchman was Drake's dad. He had gotten into a situation. When Drake talks about the border situation with his dad, it's because there was an alleged involvement with drug trafficking. So like they said that Drake's dad was moving weight. And when he got booked, he started talking about there was a conversation with him and Jimmy Henchman being tapped in for years. So Dennis Graham himself, bro, has ties with Jimmy Henchman. So it makes you think, is Drake also doing this because of the situation that Jimmy Henchman had with Tupac? And his dad just so happens to be friends with the guy who tried to put the hat on Tupac?
Collapses. What happens when this thing collapses? What happens when the columns start buckling? Are we not in some early stage of that at this present hour? Are we seeing like the collapse of the empire? Buying and selling, where's the message that I can use?
Right.
You know, what's in it for your audience apart from like banging the pom-poms? What happens when this thing?
The empire is going to collapse. The party is dying right in front of us, bro. It's only a matter of time.
When this thing collapses, what happens when the columns start buckling? Are we not in some early stage of that? At this present hour, are we seeing like the collapse of the empire? buying and selling. Where's the message that I can use?
Right.
You know, what's in it for your audience apart from like banging the pom-poms? What happens when this thing collapses?
Oh yeah, they're trying to spin it already. Look at this. They're trying to spin it already, bro. Look at that. They got the same plug as Kendrick, just saying. But remember, Akademiks said this, just a public announcement, just real quick.
Now, all right, I'll be honest with you. I talked to my man from Spotify. I won't say the name right now, but legit Spotify nigga. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what that person on your stream was talking about. Them streams, them Kendrick streams is real. That's what
I'm saying. What I did, I called the people that I know oversee those people that play like that, and I PTR'd it on my floor. They said, "Whack, we didn't work that. We didn't touch that."
Now, all right, I'll be honest with you.
So right here we have leaked audio of 21 defending Gunna to Young Thug while discussing the Alford plea 3 years ago. A gun and drug in the car. Was it yours? So this 21 Savage conversation is crazy, bro. This whole conversation, wow.
100%, but you
that's the only part I don't agree with. I disagree with you on the other.
This is 21 Savage trying to stick up for Gunna, and Young Thug is trying to manipulate the situation and say, "What do you mean? What do you mean? He fucked up." Look, this is what he said, bro.
Shit, he said that wrong, but that like nigga, it wasn't yours neither. It was the nigga who took the charge. Shit.
Yeah.
Cause I don't in my heart, but I don't feel like Shawty did what he did with the intention of hurting you. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really get that vibe from him. I feel like he just green. That's just my opinion.
I just look at it. God damn sure was thinking about that one day, like, man, I'm just gonna goddamn. I ain't finna say nothing about this shit. I'm just woo. I might just be like, man, them folks did what they had to do. I don't feel like that was wrong. I swear to God, I was thinking about doing that before, but I'm like, shit, what the hell that's gonna.
So Young Thug said that he thought about just letting it go, saying that that's what they had to do, but there's a but at the end.
Man, I'm just gonna goddamn. I ain't finna say nothing about this shit. I'm just woo. I might just be like, man, them folks did what they had to do. I don't feel like that was wrong. I swear to God, I was thinking about doing that before, but I'm like, shit, what the hell that's gonna change? Because I feel like it's really over with for your rap career. The album you put out might go number.
So you throw Gunna to the wolves. Remember, you're accused of the same thing Gunna is, but since you're on top of the scenario, you decide to throw him to the wolves.
That was wrong. I swear to God, I was thinking about doing that before, but I'm like, shit, what the hell that's gonna change? Because I feel like it's really over with for your rap career. The album you put out might go number one, but that's it after that. You know what I'm saying? It's like on some real shit now.
You got to you hold his career in your hands. That's what I'm telling you. If you come out right now and tell the world what he did went wrong, because them folks already on the internet like, man, fuck all that. He rocking with them.
And 21 Savage was telling him, if you can't turn back on this. It's already escalated. The people are already talking. And remember the argument here before this conversation was, or during this conversation was, we're going to wait until Young Thug says something. We're going to wait until he says something. We're not going to put that jacket on Gunna until Young Thug talks to us directly. And 21 is telling him that, bro. Like, if you do this, you can't go back on your word.
You know what I'm saying? It's like on some real shit now.
You got to you hold his career in your hands, bro. That's what I'm telling you. If you come out right now and tell the world what he did went wrong, because them folks already on the internet like, man, fuck all that. He rocking with them. Ever since he dropped that song, they like, man, we rocking with him. If you come out and tell the world that you was in agreement with that shit, his career ain't over. That's why I said, like,
I understand that part, but now think about niggas like you, Wham, Dirt, Pluto, niggas who I really fuck with, who like my brothers who already been like cut ties. Imagine niggas that y'all niggas already
calling dudes your brothers besides him, But when y'all were together, you were calling him a brother also. You literally just cut him out the circle in this conversation, bro.
I understand that part, but now think about niggas like you, Wham, Dirt, Pluto, niggas who I really fuck with, who like my brothers who already done like cut ties. Imagine niggas that y'all niggas already done cut ties with a nigga, and then I come and take a nigga and be on the nigga side after they did what wrong. They can call me.
Yeah,
but
but
you know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm slapping y'all in
no, it ain't. Because niggas need to stop jumping the gun. Niggas be like, I don't know, bro. It's like,
how you call that jumping the gun though?
Cause at the end of the day, saying fuck a nigga, what that's really finna get a nigga for real.
Oh, that's
And all this time he was talking crazy, bro. All this time he was talking crazy. This was Young Thug's reaction to Gunna speaking on Lil Baby's Bread and Butter. Now, this was a diss track. Young Thug's reaction to Gunna dissing Lil Baby.
I don't know, bro. Like,
yeah, that was Gunna.
Like,
you pushed up on me knowing you were beating with a rap. It was jazz and fun, my man. Yeah.
Oh God.
You switched up on me when you know you in business with a rat. So they're laughing at this shit because I guess Gunna is implying that Young Thug is a rat, and they're laughing because, well, Young Thug's in jail right now. But I think Gunna knew something. I think he knew that this was all coming out. There's already people clipping lyrics and saying that Gunna had already knew about Young Thug's situation. I mean, Kendrick even got to bar. I know some shit that makes Gunna want to look like a saint. So if Gunna knew, and if Kendrick knew, then Gunna knew, right? If Kendrick knew, then Gunna knew. I know some shit that make Gunna want to look like a saint. All that recording that we're listening to when Young Thug's in the 2-hour interrogation, that was before all of this. That was the Roscoe situation. That was like 15, 16? But they're laughing because Gunna's calling him a rat. And he's like, you're calling me a rat, but you're the one that took the stand. But it's like, I don't know, man.
I don't know, bro. Like,
yeah, that was Gunna.
Like,
you pushed up on me knowing you were beating with a rat. It was jazz and fun, my man. Yeah.
Oh God. But he ain't lying though. He ain't lying.
I don't know. I don't think that's what he meant. I think he was calling Thug a rat the whole time. Low key. And this was another thing. Young Thug is deleting tweets. Now Young Thug is deleting tweets because he recently told his brother, I believe it's his blood brother, to take a plea. He told him to take the plea. But here it says, earlier today, Thug said he told Unfunk to take the plea after Roscoe said Unfunk was a rat last night. But in this conversation, he lies to 21 and says that he never told him that.
But you seen your brother plea?
Most definitely.
But he said you told him to do that.
Man, watch out.
Man, on God, that's what he telling the street.
Man, on God, he capped.
On God, he capped. But there's literally tweets of him saying that. Let's see if do they got it on here? Let me see. It says, my brother would have rode the whole trip out when them guys took the plea. I told my brother to take it too. Guy had just did 12 years. Ain't want to put my mama through that again. So here he's saying he took the plea, but when he talks to 21, he says it's cap. Just like how he was laughing at the fact that Gunna called him a rat because Lil Baby's still fucking with him. Hold on.
You gotta give me a definite answer. Both of them took the Alfred plea. Thug brother and Gunna. What's the difference?
Hey, my man, it ain't no different. They all rats. What the fuck is you not understanding? You know, one
One more time. That shit's funny.
Both of them took the Alfred plea. Thug brother and Gunna. What's the difference?
Hey, my man, it ain't no different. They all raps. What the fuck is you not understanding?
Does Young Thug think that? Because that's you. Young Thug ain't gonna say his brother a rap. Like, that's his blood. That's blood. Blood over everything.
Hey, man, you wouldn't even believe it. If it went for his mama, ain't no telling what else probably would have been out here to him. God bless you, man. Let them go on with their life, man. Jump up there and scooter. He waiting in the sky. I'm gonna get him to come down out the sky tomorrow, and we're gonna get these folks to add what they want to motherfucking see. Cause you wouldn't believe that. I wouldn't even messing with nobody. I'm speaking the facts. Just like you got CNN news telling you to go to vote for the president. Yeah, I got the real nigga news. You understand me? Go talk. That mom coming with the screaming to kick me, Aiden, you, and Jeff. You understand me? Cause we need a platform for what's right. You can't do it by yourself. Cause right now.
He named anybody with a bag. He named anybody with a bag. Look, bro. It's the same shit, bro. Hold on, look to that.
Man. Bro, you seen your brother plea?
Most definitely.
But he said you told him to do that.
Man, watch out.
Man, oh God, that's what he telling the street.
Man, oh God, he kept. On that same God, he kept. Man, he coming to nigga.
21 is trying to laugh this off. Look, if you ask me, I think 21 Savage kept trying to tell him, just let it go. Just let it go. Look, he even told him what he gonna say, bro. What he gonna say? Like, and 21 and Young Thug replied right back, and he said, I was thinking about letting it go, but, and there was a but, and that was that pride. Like, I'm gonna throw him to the wolves. I don't want to be considered a rat and go through the heat that he's going through right now. He's thinking about this while he's in jail, facing a lot of years. It was almost like his career mattered more than his life, but he made his career this persona about snitching. And it's like, bro, Gunna came out, he's dropping music, and nobody gives a fuck about the snitching allegations. Let's just keep it a buck. Then it's that audience, Lollapalooza, Rolling Loud. No disrespect to people that go to those events, but we know, bro. Like, we know. You know what I'm saying? It's like a Tyler the Creator concert in that bitch.
You seen your brother plea?
Most definitely.
But he said you told him to do that.
Man, watch out.
Man, oh God, that's what he telling the street.
Man, oh God, he kept. On that same God, he kept. Man, he coming to nigga to take a plea and say a lie. But yeah,
I don't know though. Like, man, but you seen your brother plea?
Most definitely.
This probably the funniest. This is probably the funniest one to me, real quick.
The fuck up. Stop
I'm
stuttering.
really like that. I'm really like that.
How you like that? They
So I
offered
really
you 20 years and you ratted. They offered me 20 years and I didn't rat.
Don't I really be outside
Okay,
by myself?
hold on. Your top
Hold on,
five.
hold on,
I love you.
hold on.
I love you, top five.
Hold
But I had to remove you for a second. You gotta get to some shit.
But like I said, bro, niggas almost cut that nigga head off, bro. Like,
Nah, hold on. Nah, that was funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. That shit was funny. Hold on.
You gotta get to some shit.
But like I said, bro, niggas almost cut that nigga head off, bro. Like, what is he talking about? That nigga never did no street shit. Like, you know what I mean? Niggas, Kendrick Lamar, I'm telling you, I know you're a Drake man. Kendrick Lamar, that came to his city and sung on his territory, nigga. Stop playing with me. Nobody respect you, nigga.
Nah, that's fucking hilarious, bro.
What is he talking about? That nigga never did no street shit. Like, you know what I mean? Niggas, Kendrick Lamar, I'm telling you, I know you're a Drake man. Kendrick Lamar, that came to his city and sung on his territory, nigga. Stop playing with me. Nobody respect you, nigga. I really be outside by myself and you know this because I pick you up from the airport all the time, nigga.
Just fucking threw Kendrick Lamar in there looking at him. He's like, fuck, bro. Why did he have to say that? Oh my God, bro. Nah, gold, bro. Peak. Everything peak. I swear to God, bro. Nah, this shit was gold. I don't know why. It was just funny, I guess. It was just funny, I guess. But that shit was comical, bro. Hold on. Oh my God, I'm having a ball right now. Hold on. We're gonna get to the final thoughts right now, y'all. I appreciate everybody that's tapped in. Y'all get the likes up, man. Y'all get the likes up. Make sure y'all show love to the channel. Show love to everybody that's in this bitch. W Austin, W Anthony, W Michelle, W Manta, W Jen in the chat, y'all. Y'all get the likes up, bro. Y'all donate to the channel, bro. If y'all can't donate, make sure y'all like the video. Shout out Flex Your Mind Network in the building, bro. We about to cut loose, man. Big shout out to everybody that tapped in, bro. If y'all stay in, final thoughts, you know it's just going to get crazy, bro. But we're going to try to keep it short. Come on. This is Steve Cook's new track, bro. He had shared it on that motherfucking Fat Joe podcast, but we're going to tap in right now.
Say you love me, lie to me, sweet. Double R stitched in my seat. Powder footprints falling off my feet. If the way right, then we straight right. I get money, Kid Cudi day and night.
Y'all get the likes up, y'all.
If the way right, then we straight right. I get money, Kid Cudi day and night. Day and night. Why you playing? I hear every whisper that these fuck niggas saying. Make me leave in the Prada trench with the can. They grab us, we better get comfy first stand. Cause I'm more cooking than weighing. They more funny like the Wayans. We could've shot them on the way in. You don't know, that's the same trap they put Ye in. You don't know, that's the same trap I had my Ye in.
Y'all tell me how you feel about this, y'all.
I'm on, how they gon' bury your God? Deep in the pot, stretching my arms. I made it 14 and a half ounces. The scale said 411, then Mary came on. Water whip, raindrop, splash on the bench. Get rich, die fast, do that shit again. Mama, them ain't killers, them my friends. Them ain't dope dealers, them my stove cool Dre like old Snoop Dre like murder was the case that they gave me in the race. If I die now, my plug will still haunt you. If he died tonight, I have him shooting up his way. They wanna put their feet in my kicks. They wanna put their shoes in my prints. They wanna see the stamp on my bricks. They studying the way my wrist twist. Studying the fuck. Say you love me, lie to me, sweet.
And I think the part, like the chorus, is just so fun. Like, bro, he sprinkled a little bit of crack on that. Like Steve, like he cooked and he sprinkled a little crack on that, like Salt Bay, bro, like Crack Bay. Hold on.
I have them shooting up his way. They want to put their feet in my kicks. They want to put their shoes in my prints. They want to see the stamp on my bricks. They studying the way my wrist twist. Studying the fuck. Say you let me, lie to me, sweet. Double R stitched in my seat. Powder footprints falling off my feet. If the way right, then we straight right. I get money, Kid Cudi day and night.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. He got a phenomenal voice. W Mark for the $5 donation. He said, "Being on the right side of hip hop, JV." Hey, shout outs to Mark, man. Big shout outs, man. Big shout outs. W Mark in the chat, y'all. W Mark in the chat, y'all. W Mark in the chat, y'all. Y'all get the likes up, y'all.
If the way right, then we straight right. I get money, Kid Cudi day and night. If the way right, then we straight right. I get money, Kid Cudi day and night. Day and night.
But whoever he sampled on this bitch, bro, it's going crazy. Y'all can tell me the sample. Y'all put it in the chat, y'all. Y'all, we got the chat live in the bitch, bro. Y'all tell me who the fuck he sampled, bro. Because who the fuck was that? The Marvin Gaye, right? It was Marvin Gaye, right? Am I tripping?
If I die now, my plug is still haunting.
Oh, this is my impression. Hold on. If it went right, well, hold on. What is it? If it went right, then we straight right. Hold on. I make money, Kid Cudi all day and night. What do you say? Day and night. He tripping. Ain't no mountain high. No way. Is that a flip? Is that a flip? No, bro. That's a crazy flip. That's a crazy flip. If you're flipping that, you tell me, bro. That's a crazy flip. Ain't no mountain. No way that's the same song. Is it really? Whoever produced this track, another level. Let's just be real. It's a crazy sample. Got to be a crazy bag. Now, what I respect is that he played it in front of Jadakiss and Fat Joe. I would consider Fat Joe more of like a hit maker and Jadakiss a lyricist. And he had both of their heads bobbing at the same time. So, like, when I hear a song like this, I'm like, damn, this song reaches volumes more to like just one side. Like, I know, bro, this guy Cooks, bro, he got a whole other bag on this album. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I am very looking forward to this album. Whatever shit he got cooking up, no pun intended. Is it went right? What'd he say? Nah, that shit's tough. One more time.
If the way right, then we straight right. I get money, Kid Cudi day and night. If the way right, then we straight right. I get money, Kid Cudi day and night.
Nah, you don't want to tell me it's in Remember the Titans. Tell me about Remember the Titans. I remember the Titans for sure. I like Rudy, but not so much after everything. But let's just be real. Rudy was just the ass player, right? Am I tripping? He wasn't good. But yeah, I like all the old school football movies. I fuck with them. Remember the Titans probably better than Rudy, and it's probably better than Radio. That's just me. Y'all tell me. Whichever one had the Notre Dame shit in it.
If I die now, my plug is still on.
I love it though, man. I love this song. This song he needs to try. He needs to drop this song for sure, bro. I swear to God, bro. I was gonna make a video. I'll probably make a video about this later, but real quick, let me get my shit off. This is what the fuck y'all wanted at the Super Bowl, bro. Y'all wanted this shit at the Super Bowl. This shit is ass, bro. This shit is ass.
Concert into a rock concert in Detroit. The moment.
Nah, bro. What are we doing, bro? You wanted this at the Super Bowl, bro? You wanted this at the Super. Anybody who was talking about Lil Wayne, bring him to the front of the classroom right now, bro. What the fuck were you thinking when you said that shit, bro? Nah, bro, I know everybody thought they were going to get 2000s Lil Wayne. They ended up getting 2038 Lil Wayne. Hold on. Don't stop. Hold on. He thought he was Bam Margera 2003. She looks so fucking lost, bro. She was like, bro, I literally wanted to hear Go DJ. I wanted to hear Go DJ. I did not want to hear goth concert music at this shit. Oh my God.
Lil Wayne not getting another dollar out of me.
Not getting another dollar out not getting another dollar out of me is crazy, bro. He's like, yeah, nope. Next time I see Lil Wayne's tour bus in my city, I'm not going to shoot at it. No pun intended. Shout out Rock, whatever the fuck. No, not shout out. What am I saying? But anyways, I'm not going to shoot at Lil Wayne's tour bus when he comes through here. But I will close my ears. I will shut my ears down and look away. I no animosity to Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne's music, but I'm not going to a Lil Wayne concert. Let me just say that right now. She looks pissed, bro. I would be mad too. If I spent all of this money just to go to this concert, I got to sign in on Instagram on my shit. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Shout out this lady because this is her footage, man. Poor girl, man. Tap into the Ville. Let me know how this concert was. She got Spade TV. She got a channel on her thing. We need to get her the Ville merch, y'all. What you think?
Look in my mouth and my ass and my motherfucking hand.
Yo, hey, Hammer, if you could put the Discord in the chat. Yeah. Joanna said I went to the Clips concert last Friday. I'm in Vegas. If you want clips, I could send them to you. It was a nice event. I had to go in Vegas because LA was sold out. Damn, and then you would have caught Kendrick Lamar at the show. Oh my God. Yeah, Joanna, King Hammer, if you could put the Discord in the chat, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, bruh. Oh my God, it just kept getting worse. This is the last one, yo. Bill, I also have a YouTube channel. Make sure you tap in with me, bruh. I'll put your shit right now. Make sure you show love to the channel, man. Hit the like button, do all you can, bruh. Show love to the channel, bruh. I got you, bruh. Embarrassing, damn, bro. That's bad. Y'all got tickets to the Clips? Y'all popping out? It's better than this concert, I swear to God. I'd rather see the Clips at the Super Bowl before I see Lil Wayne at the Super Bowl. Hot take. People are going to come at me. People are going to be like, that's crazy, JV. That's crazy. You say that shit. But look, bro, after hearing this bullshit, I'd rather hear the Clips with Cooks on the stage, with Kendrick Lamar on the stage at the Super Bowl. We'll get some of the hits. We'll get Runaway, right? That has Kanye, but it also has Pusha T. We'll get Runaway. We'll get it. Just saying. You tell me. Who would you rather have at the Super Bowl? The Clips or Lil Wayne? Oh, bro, I'm going to start a crazy conversation after that one. I'd rather have the Clips at the Super Bowl in the Big 26 than Weezy F Baby.